Hello, everyone, and welcome to BodyBags. I'll be your reviewer for today. I'm Lonnie from Tats, and yeah, this it is now officially November 1st. So yesterday was Halloween. First off, I just want to start off by saying I hope everybody had a great holiday. I hope you all had fun. You celebrated, ate too much candy, whatever spooked yourself silly, whatever. I just hope that everybody had a wonderful day yesterday. I had a great time. Went to a party that was here at my apartment complex. Went there, then went to one of my local theaters. Had it hit up a Halloween night double feature of Carpenter's The Thing and Cronenberg's The Fly, and that was awesome. That was a ton of fun. I'm telling you, man. It's like it had the whole vibe, man. It was the place was packed. People were in costumes. Everybody was laughing, having a good time, enjoying it. Like, everybody was so entranced, and you could tell that, we were all fans of these movies, because we were sitting there, everybody was like transfixed on the screen, man. It's like, probably one of the most quiet, like everybody just intent on the movies experience I think I've ever seen. And it was a wonderful time, had a lot of fun. And so anyway, yeah. So it's kind of funny that November 1st, I'm doing basically my Halloween review. And our theme this week was Halloween Essentials. And the one that I decided to go with is from, I believe it's 1947. And yeah, this is a Disney production. I am going with The Legend of Sleepy Hollow, based off the Washington Irving book. And this is one that I don't really, I have to admit, I'm not the biggest fan in the world of Mr. Toad, Wind in the Willows. But this version of Legend of Sleepy Hollow, this is an absolute must for me. To me, it's not the Halloween season if I don't watch this cartoon version of it. The narration by Bing Crosby is amazing. The animation is really good. And this cartoon is actually quite well done, and it's actually pretty scary. And it follows the book pretty close. Um, of course, everybody knows the story. The story is about, the school teacher, Ichabod Crane, who comes to the small town of Sleepy Hollow, and he develops well, it's this way in the cartoon, but it was also this way in the book that, at first you think that when Ichabod Crane meets Katrina Van Tassel that he falls in love with her. And he does fall in love with her to some extent, but both in the book and in the cartoon, it's revealed that Ichabod isn't really so much in love with her. He's in love with her wealth, and he's in love with her status in the community as, the daughter of the richest farmer in the county. And so, so Ichabod tries to see if he can woo Katrina and win her over. And much to the dismay of Katrina's other suitor, Brom Bones, or as he's called in the book, Brom Van Brunt. And so the two of them start getting into, Brom wants to just beat the living crap out of Ichabod, because he's in love with Katrina and he's jealous. And I would say though, is what's funny though is like at one point in time, I might have felt sorry for Ichabod. I definitely like his character a lot more the way Johnny Depp played him in Sleepy Hollow, the Tim Burton version. But in this version, I never thought I'd say this, but just over time, when I was a kid, I felt like I was supposed to, sympathize and feel bad for a character like Ichabod Crane. But over time, it's kind of like, well, that's the thing, like I said, and especially after reading the book, you realize like he was never really in love with Katrina. He was just in love with her status, so where, it's never really explained, but you would think obviously, okay, well, because Brahm is so, he's willing to fight for Katrina and stuff like this, it seems like he must really want her. So I don't know. So, so it's kind of like, yeah, Brahm, over time, I've actually kind of got to where I sympathize with Brahm Bones a little bit more than I do, Ichabod Crane, which I think is crazy, but it's true. But So anyway, so this goes on for a while, and it comes to Halloween night when Ichabod Crane goes to the Van Tassel's farm for a Halloween party, and Brom Bones learns that Ichabod Crane is scared of like ghosts and goblins and witches and stuff like that. And in the book too, he's written as very superstitious, and he definitely believes in ghosts and ghouls and all that kind of stuff. And so Brom, tells the story of the headless horseman. Of course, he does it in song and dance. That is one thing. Okay, yes, there are musical numbers and there's some humorous moments and stuff. That's not in the book, but uh, but he tells the story of the headless horseman, and then later that night, I think we all know where this is going. Ichabod tries to head on home, and then he encounters the headless horseman, and we know where it goes from there. Um, like I said, I'm actually very fond of the Legend of Sleepy Hollow cartoon. I've watched it plenty. Like it's an every year watch for me. I watch it at least a couple of times at least. Um, I love the animation style. I love that through the use of narration and not even so much dialogue, but through the use of narration and stuff like this, they do manage to keep what is really essential from the story and keep it a very faithful adaptation of the story. And it's incredibly well done. Bing Crosby really brings a lot of life and a lot of style to his narration and to the little bits of dialogue that he does speak as either like Ichabod or Brom Bones or somebody like that. Um, but just oh man, just and this cartoon is like and that's the thing I really miss. I miss as a matter of fact, a couple of nights ago I was watching Something Wicked This Way Comes, and I miss the old days where Disney would make kind of dark animated movies or dark kind of like yeah, kids could watch it, but kind of like, something a little bit more grown up and stuff like that. Movies like Something Wicked This Way Comes or Watcher in the Woods or something like that. I believe like the original, like Race to Witch Mountain. Yeah, I mean, kids could watch them, but I think they were, a little bit more dark and a little bit more for grown up audiences and things like this. I miss when Disney used to do that stuff. Of course, you could argue it's like, well, Disney just did it, twice. You know, you got Deadpool and Wolverine, and you got Alien Romulus. Both of those, those are Disney's, co-productions. So in a sense, yeah, they are kind of going back to that. You know, I just, I recommend this cartoon very, very much, and you know, and just as somebody who's read the story, and fun fact though too is like, maybe if you're ever interested in reading the story, um, or you don't mind audiobooks, I would say honestly, like you can find them for free on YouTube. They got them on Audible and stuff. Actually like take some time and listen to the audiobook of Legend of Sleepy Hollow. It's only 90 minutes. So, I mean, the time it would take you to listen to that audiobook would be about the same amount of time it would take you to watch a movie. I would say, give it a listen to. And I think you'd be really, really, really interested in the story and everything. And I think because like the cartoon, even the audiobook has gotten to be, something that I really enjoy watching, or listening to during the Halloween season. When the summer starts turning into fall, I love to put that audiobook on and listen to it. It kind of starts getting me, in the right frame of mind for the autumn and getting ready for the Halloween season and stuff. And watching the cartoon does as well. Um, but just yeah, just great animation and great storytelling. And this is back when Disney was really firing on all cylinders, and just it back at the time when it seemed like no matter what movie or cartoon or animated film or whatever Disney put out, it just seemed like Disney could do no wrong. Where God knows that's changed, but anyway. But yeah, if you ever get the chance, check this out. And I think honestly too, if it hasn't already, it'll definitely work its way into your Halloween rotation, viewing rotation. So, but yeah, there's not much else more I could talk about. I mean, it's only like a 25-minute cartoon, but like I said, does a great job of adapting the story, and you know, yeah, I definitely recommend it. So that's it. So if anybody took the time to watch all this, I thank you for doing it, and I appreciate you for doing it. I also hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, if you did, could you please leave it a like? And if you haven't already, please go ahead and subscribe to the Body Bags channel. And yeah, again, I hope everybody had a wonderful, wonderful Halloween yesterday. And we're heading into the month of November, and we got Thanksgiving coming around the corner. And remember, white meat, dark meat, all will be carved. Thanksgiving. But yeah, it's like, oh, we know we're on the fast. That's the thing, the day after Halloween, going all the way to the end of the year. It's like we got the holidays coming, and it's gonna be boom, boom, boom. It's gonna be fast. So it's gonna feel like you go to sleep today, and when you wake up, it's gonna be Thanksgiving. Then you go to sleep tomorrow. You wake up, it's gonna be Christmas, and then after that, New Year's. So anyway, that's it, everybody. Take care. Have a good night. Talk to you later.